Hey guys, welcome back. Winter Wolf here and Kingsley in the B seat. We're going to take a look at Percy Jackson and the Olympians, episode 3. We board the Princess Andromeda. No, it's not that kind of movie, guys. Let's check it out. We're back, Percy Jackson.
Yep.
And I got to say, I'm going to say it. I'm going to get it right out of the way real quick, real early. I hate Disney Plus. I hate it. Because just when I thought it was safe to go back into a show, we do that thing where the runtime is so horribly uneven with what preceded it that it just kind of throws me for a loop. So we get two good. Oh, wait, what?
I was gonna say, what is the runtime? Oh, 38 minutes was the runtime.
Yeah.
And the last two were well over 40.
45. They're like,
I think one was, the first one was the hour 6.
I don't remember how long the first one was, but they were well over 45, right? And I can feel it when I watch the show because this whole episode feels like it's here and gone in a blink, right? Like they're just like, we're on the boat. We did the thing. We're off the boat. Like we got some exposition on the boat. Didn't really do anything. And now we're off the boat and we're escaping the boat. I'm like, all right. I mean, could that not have just been 10 minutes on top of the last episode instead of a really fast 30? What'd you just say? 37, 36, whatever it
38.
was? 30, dude, didn't feel it was 38 and let's cut the credit time off, dude. So it was probably 29. You know, like it's weird, dude. It does this strange jostling, rubber banding whiplash thing that I just don't get, or I didn't get when we just did Welcome to Derry for like 8 episodes. I'm not getting that from Robin Hood. We're gonna 10 episodes of that show, and everything just feels like a nice little chunk. 1 hour, bam, here you go, boom, done. And everything on Disney Plus does this to us, guys. This did it. Skeleton Crew did it. All the Marvel stuff does it. It's like they really don't.
Actually, Skeleton Crew didn't do that. One was actually pretty consistent. It's pretty much everything else.
Was the crew okay? But Mandalorian definitely had.
Yeah, it was a rubber band series. Like you'd have one that would be like 55 minutes, and the next one would be 22. The worst one was Ahsoka, where you had an hour and then you had 10 minutes. You had an hour and then you had 10 minutes.
Dude, I've seen Super Bowl commercials longer than some of them episodes of Ahsoka. That's a fact. Like that was wild. But this show, I still say Percy's still a decent show. I got my kid to watch it. He just turned 10. So it's kind of designed, I think, for readers in that 10 to 12 range to get them into like mythology and that kind of epic storytelling. So it is still family friendly. I can't fault it for that, but it's superficially crazy thin.
Meant for ages 10 through 15. And what was the book written for? Oh yeah, ages 10 through 15. That makes sense. But it's not an adult show. It shouldn't
for sure.
It shouldn't draw adult attention unless you just enjoy it and just sit back and let them be kids. Like if you sit there and watch some of those stupid Disney shows they have with your kids, you're gonna know that this is the same type of thing. You're just gonna fall into it. Eventually, you're just going to follow the story, which is you're gonna know all the mythology stories, stuff you went through in school. Because I was
interesting.
Yeah, I was huge in Greek mythology in school.
Right.
I loved it. And this show just kind of plays right into that of everything I knew about that. And then like, how are they going to use these characters? Like, of course, Zeus and lightning bolts, but like, how are you going to modernize it to make it look like these demigods still exist in modern times? And like how Olympus left Greece and moved to New York City because it followed the Senate.
Yeah. No, it's definitely it knows who its audience is, but I can't help but think that there's a way to tackle a higher level or a higher quality of storytelling than just like the icing on the cake, like top layer stuff. I think there's more they could do here. They're definitely, I think I said this before, and maybe they did this on purpose. They're not trying to be Harry Potter. Like these kids aren't really growing up in a way, maybe because it's still early on, where they're starting to tackle some of that teen stuff. Although I think they're teens, right? Aren't they like freshmen or sophomores? Or like I feel like they should be dealing with some stuff. But they're really not getting on that stuff yet.
And you're going to deal with something different when you're a demigod. Like normal adolescent type stuff isn't going to bother you. Oh no, I got a zit. The popular girl don't like me.
That stuff they would, dude. You don't mean to tell me the Greek gods don't get jealous of who loves who? I don't know about all that, dude. They could absolutely work that in there.
The gods, yes, but the demigods never played that.
Yeah, true. Maybe. they're playing with the interpersonal dynamics though a little bit. Like they do have friction between Annabeth and Percy. They're largely moving away from the Percy and his brother's friction because I think they're boys now, right? It's safe to say they're boys now at this point. I mean, Tyson saved them like 8 times. Let's kind of earned it. But no, the show just, I think it goes a little too quick. I mean, the whole episode is wrapped up in like these 2 sentences. They need to board the Princess Andromeda because Hermes told them to. It was just to show them what the nature of the real threat is, and then they escape the boat. Like that's it. It's those 3 lines. That's the whole episode.
It's pretty much, you've pretty much figured out that Kronos is feeding the false prophecy to Luke to get him to do his bidding because he's the great manipulator and he wants to kill all of his kids for, defeating him and cutting him into shrouds with his own scythe and throwing him down the pit of despair.
Awesome. the pit of despair.
Yeah.
Here we go. Reference. Let us know in the comments. I'll give him one little piece of I tip my hat to him. I like that the lie that's being told to Luke is that there's a possibility to create the world where the demigods and the monsters coexist and work together. That's interesting because that does flip on its head the world as it is in this story world.
But where
the monsters need the mist to stay safe.
And the thing is that they're seeing it on the other side too with Percy and his brother.
Right. So I mean, they do have a couple of like parallel through lines, but I just thought that was a nice inversion. That Lucy, again, we were just talking about this the other day with with the sheriff and Robin Hood. Luke in this show is the hero of his own story for sure because he's got a legit grievance with his father, number 1, and number 2, in his head, the world he'll create on the ashes of the old world will be better for everybody. Humans, demigods, monsters. The only people that won't benefit are the gods.
Yeah,
and he's all F them kids on the gods. So
yeah,
so he's they don't give him a lot. I think that kid just has a guest recurring role or something. So he's not. I think he's probably done until the finale, like we were saying, because he's not listed in the episode by episode credits. I don't think.
I mean, I wouldn't leave the cruise ship either. I'd be, chilling.
The cruise ship was dope. Like they had a buffet. I'm down for the. They got a bowling alley. The bowling alley. The giant troll ice giant thingies. They were down with the bowling alley.
Yeah,
they were down. I'm not trying to say the word they are. That's like some Greek word for ice giant. I can't do it. Starts with the L. No, the cruise ship looked kind of dope. Oh, another point here. Okay, get your take on this. Combat scene, pretty good. Sword fight between Annabeth, Percy, and the other daughter of Athena over there, or Apollo. It was Apollo.
Yeah, daughter of Apollo. Allison Sims.
Yes, like, dude, they whipped those weapons out and they went hacking and slashing. Maybe they clipped a couple of frames out to make it look quicker, but it didn't look like they didn't know what they were doing. It looked like they were making moves.
The other part I really liked about this, I should say, not you, but what I really liked about it was both sides had the same view of each other. Annabelle does not want to kill Luke. Luke does not want to kill them. And but he's seeing that his voice is kind of losing power over his minions there because they were going to go kill him. And he's like,
they're going to be diehards. Right. They'll be the diehards. Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
But them having them having the same output, like they believe what Hermes believes is that Luke can still be saved. And he still believes that they will come to his side. That he believes that Percy and Annabelle will come to his side.
True.
And like Titus is thrown in the middle, and like he even was like, hey, those guys are actually kind of funny. Yeah, like they were fun,
cool to be
around. Yeah.
What do you call this device you made?
Bomb.
A bomb. Like, okay, he deadpanned it. I like him. I like that character, and I'll say I thought the CG is looking a little bit better on him. Maybe that was just an episode 1 weird thing that I had with the.
It might have been the motion blur they put on it where it made it look because he was moving at the time. So that is forgivable.
Yeah, for sure, dude. It's been fine since then. Like the eyes centered, it blinks, it has expressiveness when he's making different faces. It doesn't feel like it's just smashed in there like Bridge of the Nose. I think it's all right. Like they get on the quest, the information's revealed. They toy around a little bit with Annabeth and Percy resolving what she can tell him and not. They have that little goofy, we need a code word, but that just could be a way you could win every argument by telling me, no, boom, boom, boom.
I liked boom. It's a cool word.
It was kind of funny. I'll give them that. So I mean, they dink around that a bit. Percy's
Mhm.
aware that there's crap that he's not supposed to be aware of, but I feel like they've already now they've blown that shot of the whole mistrust between those two early because now they're more or less resolved, in my opinion. Like
Mhm.
they're
Yeah,
both
she told him
they're
the
best
whole
friends,
thing.
right? Right. Like they're best friends. She's gonna have his back. He's gonna have hers. It's not gonna come down to a penultimate episode where Percy has to go all Anakin and be like liar to Anakin.
Mhm.
That's not gonna happen. It's not that show, you know.
But
But
the
you know,
other side of the story, we saw our good friend return. We're talking about you.
my
Do you
man. You
you
think you
think you
knew me?
know me? Edge comes back as
I forgot all about that one.
Ares.
Yeah. I was happy to see him back. Do we need to talk? We'll talk a couple minutes about that segment because I feel like they're trying to build that Clarisse character up. Like that's basically the B
Mhm.
plot for the whole episode. And since they haven't relinked up and she realizes by the end of the episode that Tantalus gave her bad intel and sent her in the wrong direction because her second in command comes over with the map and is like, Captain, if we follow these coordinates, it's gonna put us in like downtown Trenton, New Jersey or some shit. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, all right. So you got gamed, but they're trying to build her. They put her on a mini arc.
Mhm.
Ares puts her in charge of the boat, and it was cool seeing like a World War One era battleship or whatever, destroyer,
That's a
whatever it
Civil
was.
War era.
Civil,
It's an
yes, sorry,
Ironside.
my bad. Yes, Ironside. I knew I was going to say it wrong the minute I said it. Puts her in charge, has a bunch of revenant soldiers and sailors and this and that, and they show her no respect at all.
Yeah.
And then, but then she gives them the loser speech. And aren't you sick of being a loser? And then it's like, yeah, I guess I am.
Yeah,
And
that
all
was
right,
a
let's
good
go.
line too. He goes, "Wait, you got the ones that won the battle, right?" And he's like,
You think that?
"You would think that,
Nope.
being the god of war and all, but no, he got all the people who would
Yeah,
lost." And then them
solid. You know,
comparing each, like, "Oh, I was sunk here by a Frenchman. Oh, I was sunk here by English."
blockbuster.
Yeah, blockbuster. The streaming wars got intense there
Yeah,
at the end.
Tim, Tim died in service of Blockbuster in the streaming war, and they call it the streaming war, which is even
Yeah.
better. It's like this little meta meme going on there, which I thought was fun. I just they ripped through Clarisse exerting command. Like I thought when she was calling them to attention, she was gonna have to spear one of them through the head or something.
That's
Have
what I
like a
thought. Or
funny
like when they were like
zombie
showing
head
her
twitch.
completely distrusting, she's gonna step back and throw the spear
Yeah,
and kill the guy, like kill the
exactly.
guy in the back.
But no, she gives him the losers club speech, and like that's good enough. I'm like, it seems like that's not good enough, but okay. But at least, dude, at least they're doing character work with somebody that isn't the
Showing
big main
growth.
three. You know, they're showing growth on a character that they must need down the stretch for this
Mm.
book for this season. So good, they're getting that out of the way now. That's good. It was all right to see. But so far, that girl I think is more or less. I know she's got something she can do because we've seen some inflections of range in limited spots in the first two seasons,
Mhm.
but I don't think we're there yet where I'm like, okay, she can game.
Yeah.
I'm not there
So
yet with her,
what do
but
you
it's
think
coming.
about the baller move she did where she just went by herself and dropped the other two people of her
Solid,
yeah.
100% solid, solid. But doesn't that also? But see, I can't. Somebody can let us know in the comments, please do. Right? Does that not break the law in their world that the quest requires 3 people? I thought that was a law. I thought that was a rule. I thought that was a thing.
No, I think
And
it's
I thought
no
these are
more
all
than
bound
3
by myth.
people.
Oh, see, I thought it was I thought you needed 3. I thought that was the rule from
Mhm.
season 1. Like, to get a quest, you have to have a party of 3. And maybe not. Maybe somebody can let us know in the comments that might be a fun thing to catch up on. But
Because
it was still a boss move, 100%.
yeah, I do believe in the first season. It was Percy was given the quest, and then he had to choose who's going with him. The 2 that were going to go with him.
Yeah, and he picked Grover in it, but that's my point. I
Yeah.
think I thought you had to have 3. That the quest bearer had to have fellowship. You know what I mean? You needed
Mm.
the 3.
Yeah, I
And you
don't
know
think. Yeah, I don't think you need the 3. I think the
okay,
3, but you just can't
up
have
to
more
3.
than the 3. Yeah.
Okay. 'Cause I don't know if they were doing that whole thing like where we know they're all pretty pissed that they broke the law by abandoning camp in their hour of need. Tantalus says like,
Yeah.
I don't know, man. You kind of told them everything was going to be fine, and you were going to send 3 other people, and then they just left, and you did try to shoot them. Just
Yep.
throwing that out there. Imagine getting that letter home. Hey, sorry, Mr. and Mrs. Kingsley, we did have to open fire on your son because he did go on a day trip. Sorry about that. But
Yeah, they
whatever.
have no free will. They have to be at camp.
But again, I say to myself, in this world, how are they like? Are they not in danger the other 10 months out of the year when they're not surrounded by the protective barrier of the tree of life, the
I
Avatar tree at Camp Half Blood? Like, how does this work?
I think there is some protection for them when they're out. Just like the mist protects them. Tyson, everyone sees Tyson as normal because the mist
Right.
protects him, and they see him
The
with
mist
two eyes.
protects
And
monsters, right? I don't know what protects
but
the
there's
half
like,
bloods, the bastards.
I think they have to draw the monsters. Like the
Mm.
monsters aren't like actively like out there hunting because they know they won't be able to find them. Like it's not like they have like a GPS or like a dowsing compass.
Mm.
They just happen to run into them. They smell each other, and then it all happens.
True,
Because
true.
he even had the lines that I can't have cell phone because it draws monsters.
Which that's an interesting one too. Like how exactly are the monsters using the tech to run
5G.
down? It's just because it's 5G.
Yeah, 5G. Yeah,
We're gonna call Ryan Reynolds up and maybe get him over on Boost, and maybe they could block that or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Give Deadpool.
He sold Boost.
It's just making a bad cell phone joke. Just bear with me.
Yeah. He sold Boost for
like $6 billion, dude. Yeah.
Yeah,
He's got FU money. Fact.
Was it?
Get that, guys. The guy that was in Waiting, right, has FU money.
Or two guys, a girl, and a pizza place.
Yeah. The Green Lantern.
The Green Lantern. Van Wilder.
Blade 3. No, wait. Blade 2. He was in 2. Van
Well,
Wilder.
he was in 3.
No, he not was that was 3. That's right.
Blade
That's
Trinity.
Right. Hannibal King. Blade Trinity. That's right.
That's right. It was
Van
Jessica
Wilder.
Biel.
Yeah, you damn Skippy. Abigail.
Yeah.
Abigail Whistler. That was Whistler's daughter, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Whistler's daughter.
Yeah. Hot name. Hot Jessica. Probably the hottest of the Jessicas.
Well, you heard her, right? She said the reason why she's not getting any acting roles is because she's too sexy.
Yeah, believe it. Totally. Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
She's also 50 now, but that probably happened to her after the fact.
Married to Justin Timberlake, and they have a kid together.
And she isn't that great of an actress anyway, but
yeah,
whatever. She was all right in Chuck and Larry Get Married. All right, now I'm pronouncing Chuck and Larry. She was okay in that, but mostly for the other stuff. Anyway, this is a Percy Jackson video, so we probably shouldn't deviate too far into that territory. But I think that should probably do it for us. Dude, short episode. We'll get back to episode 4. Let people know how the story is progressing. I think it's just going to be do they tell me a quick little fun Greek mythology based story without going too far off the rails with like any messaging or crap that isn't family friendly? That's really all I need to take.
They're telling a different tale of Jason and the Argonauts.
Fact.
That's what the Sea of Monsters is. It's just Jason and the Argonauts without Jason, who's also a demigod. He's the son of Zeus, if you don't know who Jason is.
Yep. So we'll pick it up next week. Until then, I think we'll catch you guys later.
Stay dry, my Greek gods.
We're trying.